Cindy Santa Ana, integrative nutritionist for the Amen Clinics and your Wellness Wednesday host. Today's topic is gut dysbiosis. Gut dysbiosis is described as an imbalance in the gut microbiome. One can have a really high population of pathogenic or opportunistic species of candida, bacteria, and yeast, combined with a low population of the beneficial species. So even a small disruption, and I'm talking just even a few days of antibiotics, can have a ripple effect on the microbiome that can last for years. A healthy microbiome is one where you don't have a lot of gas or bloating, minimal food sensitivities, you have good energy and mental clarity, you have clear skin, and you're having at least one bowel movement a day. So some contributing factors that can lead to dysbiosis are going to be antibiotics, too much sugar in the diet, a low fiber diet, processed seed oils like canola, cottonseed, and soybean oil, antimicrobial medications and herbs like metformin, some PPIs like Tums, Nexium, Prevacid, even berberine and oregano can lead to gut dysbiosis if taken too much. Herbicide, pesticide, and fungicide residue in your food, high stress, mold, and even municipal tap water that has chlorine can lead to gut dysbiosis. So what do we do? How do we fix this? You want to buy, as much as your budget will allow, organic and non-GMO foods, pesticide free. So ask the farmers at the farmers markets what they're using to spray their crops. You can also filter your water to remove chlorine. You can also get shower head filters that remove chlorine. Manage your stress with daily movement, meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or even some journaling. Remove the seed oils from your food and only cook with good quality olive oil, avocado oil, or pasture-raised animal fats. And watch out when you eat in restaurants, because restaurants are mainly using soybean and canola oil because they're cheap. Make fiber a priority. Your gut bugs love to eat fiber. They'll eat anything. They love sugar, but fiber is their main diet. So get lots of leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, asparagus, green beans, carrots. These are all high fiber foods. Then you want to make sure that you're minimizing the processed foods as well. So eliminate the fast foods and the sodas and the fried foods. Foods that list sugar or white flour or white sugar is one of the first ingredients. That's going to be the sign of a major highly processed food. And focus on high quality meats and eggs. So pasture raised meats, grass fed, and pasture raised eggs are going to be the best quality. And animal products can have a place in a balanced diet when they're sourced well, when they're prepared with gentle cooking methods, and paired with an abundance of colorful plant fibrous foods as well. So hopefully you can incorporate some of those things and work on having a healthy microbiome.